Hey, come on. Right there, 54 miles.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get the ball.
2nd and 5. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Watch out, watch out.
On first down, Murray. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, but now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, D-line.
Operating from the gun. King. And he finds Cook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Back to throw. King. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints. First down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On first down, it's Murray, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 5-5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Thomas, the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set, ready. It's the ending. Mike. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On the delay, this is Murray. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 55! Mike 55!
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Here's King on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
And 9 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 54.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now King to throw on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will be brought down, but He's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Cook. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man open. He finds Simi Cobbs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go. Mike 54.
To throw is King. To throw on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Check 43. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. King throwing on first down. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, King. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He's at the 30. 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They come up in an offset eye. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, King. Open man is Michael Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. King now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's King. A final shot before break. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
55 more. Come on.
Now King looking to throw on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, D. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Don't get nervous.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Set, 8, read, 47. Chuck, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Complete. Smith has it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Cook, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The run is Murray. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. He's got Smith here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
King on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jared Cook. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 87 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, King. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. King. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. King. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I'm trying to collect.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
King now to throw on second down. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Target. Check nickel.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Here we go.
Second and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's 54.
Here's King. Gonna throw on third and goal. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now King on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down now. It's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
We can't be stopped. Ready. 30 pace. Let's go.
I'm scared. Watch twist. Go.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Grace don't travel. Check. Under 10. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find Cobbs here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked